So we're talking about the OGs first. OG Trilogy. I'm going to start off with a really hot take, which I don't think is a hot take, actually.
Okay.
I don't like A New Hope.
I knew that's what you were going to say.
I don't like it.
That's okay.
It's not bad per se, but in terms of the other two in the trilogy, it does not hold up.
Oh, no.
It doesn't.
No. The other two are far, far superior.
Like,
I do like A New Hope. I think it's a good film, and it sets up the other two movies perfectly.
But when I'm doing a Star Wars marathon, I pretty much always skip A New Hope.
I always like.
I can't. It's too boring. There's just way too much talking in it. It's just like, holy shit.
I just love seeing Chewie and Han for the first time. That's my favorite part.
Yeah,
of the whole
that
film.
whole scene's good.
And the bar and everything. Oh, I love it.
Yeah. And Guido and yeah. So I get that, but and I do like the history behind it.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I like how Jabba the Hutt wasn't in the original version. It was some big guy.
Yeah.
And
then they went back and added
and
that.
then George Lucas found CGI in the 90s and was like, let's use this and
That's
put it
awesome.
all over the originals everywhere where it doesn't need to be put in.
I mean, they really didn't pay Mike enough money for that role. You know, think about it. I'm sorry. That's my only one for today.
An AI clip of you saying something nasty.
But yeah, so it's it was. I mean, A New Hope is definitely the lower. Every trilogy has its low, right? Every single one.
Yeah.
But A New Hope is the one for the OGs. Empire Strikes Back is one of the greatest movies of all time, if not, I mean, top five.
Yes.
Empire Strikes Back is a fucking masterpiece.
So is Return of the Jedi.
Yes.
They're both great.
Yes.
I think they're amazing. My favorite of the
I mean, I
trilogy-
wasn't saying
No, I
one
know
was
you
over
were.
than the other.
Yeah.
I was just saying that, in my opinion,
Yeah.
my personal favorite of the OGs is Empire.
Yeah. My personal favorite is Return of the Jedi.
I could see that. But yeah, I mean,
And it always has been, but then last year it got solidified when I went and saw it in theaters for the first time. And I sat there and was just like, oh. And Jackson went fully dressed as Darth Vader and then fell asleep. And then woke up crying because he missed the movie. And I told him, you're shit out of luck. You fell asleep. I don't know what to tell you.
Yep.
So.
Yeah, I mean, like when I think of Star Wars, I think of Empire Strikes Back. Just everything about it, the whole Dagobah scene, Cloud City, the iconic scene with Vader and Luke fighting for the first time, and it's so like another thing that I love in the original trilogy, the outfits that they had picked out for Luke.
Oh yeah.
May not notice it the first couple times you watch them, but if you're a diehard Star Wars fan, you might notice it that Luke in A New Hope is wearing all white the entire movie. He wears all white. This is supposed to symbolize like his purity, I guess, or his innocence to the world of this universe,
the Force and all that. Yeah.
And then in Empire, after he loses his master and he's angry about that, and he's upset about losing Obi-Wan, and he doesn't know what to do, and all of this stuff, and then he's wearing gray in Empire Strikes Back for all of it, pretty much, except for like the Dagobah scene. But even still, it's
kind of gray,
muted colors, gray, and he's. Yeah, I mean, this is supposed to symbolize his like. He's like.
What's the right word for
it? I had a word in my head, but I lost it. But I mean, you know what I'm saying. Like he's like teetering on.
He's like fighting so many emotions in that film.
He's finding balance.
Yeah.
But yes. So I feel like it's him finding his balance between the dark side and the light side, and him trying to find the in between of he hates Vader for killing his master, and doesn't even know that he's his father yet until the end of the movie.
I even think too when he's in fuck.
What?
Sorry, my brain just when he's trading with Yoda or whatever. I really do feel like there's a certain point during that with all his emotions that he just wants to kill Vader. He really just,
and that's what that scene in the cave is supposed to symbolize,
like
and that's why Yoda sends him into that cave.
Yeah, he's like, I'm gonna kill this fucker, and then
and then while he's doing that, he sees himself in Vader, and he doesn't know what that means. And then at the end of the movie, you find out. You know what, dude? Yoda's the biggest fucking gaslighter in all of cinema history.
Where do you think we learned it
Dude,
from?
dude, Yoda is the gaslighting goat. Bro, he starts the situation and like, yeah, the entire introduction to the franchise, he gets started in and he's just fucking with Luke.
Yeah.
Like, he knows exactly who he is. He knows why he's there. Like, and he's just fucking with him.
Yeah.
Like, stealing his food, smacking the shit out of him, like, riding on his back and fucking barking orders at him and shit.
love Yoda.
Like, dude, Empire Yoda is the funniest fucking thing. And he's a puppet. You gotta love that.
Oh, dude, the puppets are the best.
Yeah. I love that Favreau and Filoni went back to using puppets in
for
their
Grogu.
for Grogu, and then like the first season of Mandalorian, like the first episode, he's walking through where like the clan is or whatever.
Oh, yeah.
And there's one of those little monkey looking things, and it's sitting in a cage. That's a whole puppet.
Yeah.
You know? And they're using all practical stages, kind of. They're using that weird dome CGI thing.
Which is really cool.
It's cool,
yeah.
but I mean, we like practical over
We
here.
do.
Yeah.
And the puppets make it just
It just
10
sells
times
it.
better.
It sells it.
Yeah.
So, but I mean, all in all, OG trilogy, absolute fucking classic. And it's, I mean, how can you not love it?
Oh, yeah.
How can you not love it?
If you don't, I can't be friends with you.
Yeah, man. I mean, that's wild.
Anyways,
Return of the Jedi.
Jinx.
I was gonna say I ain't buying you shit, so I don't know. Like, but yeah. So Return of the Jedi it's neck and neck with like my favorite. It's up there. A lot of people hated it.
I know.
A lot of people hated Empire too.
Yeah.
When it first came out.
I think it's
Hated
one of those
Empire.
films. I think as time has went on since its release, people have grown to love it more and like it more. But I've always loved Return. That movie is just.
I mean, off the bat, people liked Return just because of the opening scene on Tatooine.
oh
and,
yeah, with Jabba and
Jabba and Leia. Like,
oh yeah,
bro,
I forgot
like,
about that part. Yeah.
Come on.
Yeah.
No, you didn't, bro.
No, yeah. Like what happened again in that scene? Yeah. Anyways,
I mean, yeah, but
yeah.
that's just. I mean,
Me Boba Fett getting thrown in the Sarlacc pit.
yeah,
It's great.
and the introduction of Boba Fett, and
Yes.
just how he was just supposed to be like a throwaway character, and he stuck around and has
one
been
of the most
around
popular characters in Star Wars.
Yes, he is. The same thing with Maul.
Yeah.
When we get to the
Yeah.
or the prequels, we'll talk
more
about the
about that.
prequels. But yeah, Boba Fett, Jabba the Hutt, became an instant classic.
I think another great part of the original trilogy is R2D2 and 3PO. They're just comedic. And
You can't even
just-
understand one.
No.
But though in the original script, R2 was supposed to talk,
Really?
speak English.
I don't think I would have liked that.
No, it would have sucked.
So much better with him not talking and then 3PO just kind of translating, or Luke does it too. Like, that's so much better, in my opinion.
And it just leaves speculation of what all the crazy shit that R2 says. Like,
Right, he's probably out there saying so many racial slurs. You know what I'm saying?
I
Well, I mean, my fault. Sorry. Well, I guess we'll cut that. I wasn't supposed to say that. My fault.
But yeah, like even the opening of A New Hope with the two of them, just fucking like walking around and 3PO having a fucking anxiety attack every 5 seconds.
The other scene in Return that I really like is when Luke gives himself up to Vader and they're walking to go meet the Emperor, and that whole interaction they have in that hallway as they're walking up. And
That's the beginning of the redemption of Anakin Skywalker, and when they really fleshed out, because they just drop you with that in Empire, and they're just like, Vader is Luke's dad. And like, obviously for us, we knew that probably since birth.
Yeah.
Like, Vader is Luke's fucking dad because everyone knows that line. So you already know. And then, but for people back then, it was like, whoa, like,
It's like, oh,
yeah, like even
Really?
back when Mark Hamill was reading the script, I think if I remember correctly, I think Mark Hamill said that he wasn't supposed to be his dad, or it was supposed to, I don't know, something. It was a drastic change in the script.
Well, I'm glad they did it.
Yeah, absolutely. It ties, without Vader, just the Star Wars franchise would not have gone as far as it did.
Oh no.
No, because they would have fucked it up.
That's why he's the GOAT.
Yeah.
Like,
Vader is like top 3 movie villains of all time.
Oh yeah, without a doubt. Another thing that made me love the OG trilogy is on Disney Plus. There's a documentary on there about the original trilogy and how much Lucas went through to get that made, the casting, like the production, everything.
I'm gonna have to watch that. I didn't know that.
Oh, it's so good. I'm gonna look it up. I need to, so I can tell you the name exactly. But
Yeah,
it's so good.
Yeah, but I mean, I don't know. With even the introduction of the fucking Rancor, dude.
Oh,
Dude. Craziest monsters in freaking Star Wars. I mean, we know about Sarlacc pits and stuff like that, but like a Rancor is a Rancor, bro. You don't fuck with Rancors.
Okay.
Unless you're a Star Killer.
It's called Empire of Dreams: The Story of the Star Wars Trilogy.
You'll have to check that out.
Yeah, it's really good. It's about 2.5 hours.
One thing I love about the original trilogy, and just, I don't know, I guess just the Star Wars franchise in general, dude, Harrison Ford fucking hates Star Wars. He hates Star Wars.
Yeah.
Like, with every fiber of his being, he wishes he did not take that role.
Yeah, but he did such an iconic job at it.
He wasn't trying to, though.
No, I know.
He just took a job and they were like, hey, we want you to do this movie. It was supposed to, dude, Harrison Ford, it wasn't supposed to be Harrison Ford in A New Hope. It was supposed to be fucking Al Pacino.
Ugh.
Dude.
No, thank
Al
you.
Pacino was supposed to be Han Solo in the original. I think I don't know if he got brought in for an audition or if they just, or if the casting director was just like, why not Pacino? Because he was in, I don't know, that one movie from the 70s. Was Scarface out by then? Or is that an 80s movie? Mike, when did Scarface come out?
Shit, I don't know.
Well, look it up.
What do you think?
Oh, my fault. Sorry. Bitch.
It came out the year Return of the Jedi came out.
There's another movie that I'm thinking of where he does the Attica, where he's screaming Attica or whatever. Anyway, Al Pacino was supposed to be Han Solo, and I'm sure Harrison Ford wishes that it was.
I don't, though. So I know.
No, absolutely. That would have sucked. That would have been so bad.
We were talking Han Solo. Harrison Ford hates it.
Yeah.
Just watch any interview of him talking about Star Wars.
Yeah, dude, he's like, it makes him like angry.
Yeah.
Like, there was literally one interview where someone was just like, oh, I love Star Wars so much, and it's such a, do you ever think, blah, 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 blah. What do you think Han would have done? What?
She had romance with Harrison Ford.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Filming of New Hope.
I didn't know that.
See anything about Trilogy.
Okay.
I mean, come on. Harrison Ford in the 70s?
Right.
Like, bro.
Like, I would. Fuck.
Come, what? Yeah, but no, there's an interview where he's talking to somebody, and the guy's, whoever he's talking to is, oh, I love Star Wars, blah, 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 blah. Do you think Han Solo would have won this or did this, or what do you think Han Solo would have said if this happened, whatever? And Harrison Ford straight up was like, I don't fucking care. Like, he hates being Han Solo. He loves Indiana Jones.
Yeah, yes.
If you talk to him about Indiana Jones, he loves Indiana Jones. He hates Han Solo. And I think it's mainly just because of the fandom and how fucking annoying they can be.
Oh, yeah.
Like, yeah. I mean, I can see it.
Yep.
I can see it.
Definitely can.
But, yeah. Anyway.